In this Star Wars Gaming news update video, I will be sharing with you all of the brand new gameplay and details from the Star Wars Destiny 2 expansion, Renegades. There is so much to get through in this video, but before we do dive into taking a look at what exactly this expansion is, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on Destiny 2 Renegades. So, last night, Bungie held a live stream detailing what is happening with Destiny 2 Renegades, the Star Wars-inspired expansion. They've been working closely with Lucasfilm Games to bring Star Wars into Destiny 2 and craft an original story within Destiny 2, but also make use of Star Wars elements. They put out a Vidoc which showed so much gameplay from the expansion and tons of detail, so let's go through what this expansion actually is. For starters, it will contain a bunch of Star Wars themed gear and weapons, such as blasters like the DL-44 or the TL-50. These come with the sound effects that you'd expect. You can also wield a lightsaber, and I have to say the combat for the lightsaber looks really cool. I think they seem to have done a good job. Hopefully it feels good. Lots of people are very excited about this, so I'm hoping it does live up to expectations. And at the end of the Vidoc, we do get a look at what appears to be a duel with someone with a red lightsaber. I'm not a big Destiny 2 player, so I don't really know all the story and details and things like that. So these might be existing characters, I'm not 100% sure, but still, this looks pretty cool. There are also a ton of new abilities as well, such as airstrikes, and you're going to be able to call in vehicles like swoop bikes and even one that looks like an ATST. There's several different abilities, all come with upgrades in the form of skill trees and things like that, so you can keep improving your abilities. So, for example, your turret is going to only get better. In terms of locations, they've basically themed some of the existing Destiny 2 locations to be more Star Wars-like. So, for example, Venus has been decorated to be more like Dagobah, which is pretty cool. And this is a location that does not get seen enough in other media, so it's really cool to see that they have brought Dagobah into Destiny 2. Europa has that Hoth feel to it, so that's what they have done there. And then Mars is Tatooine, so basically they've brought tons of stuff you'd expect to see on Tatooine into Mars. So there is Jabba's palace in the distance, and Jabba's sail barge, Sarlacc pits, things like that. Tharsis Junction is now Tharsis Outpost. This is essentially the Mos Eisley Cantina. They took inspiration from Mos Eisley, and this is where you're going to be able to do black market deals and enjoy a cantina. All of it has been themed around Star Wars, but it's still making use of Destiny as a whole, so you have all of the different species doing different things. They've been dressed up, make it seem more like Star Wars. However, the main thing about this expansion is what you're actually going to be doing. The high concept of this story is that you'll be infiltrating the criminal underworld, and this is a brand new Destiny story that's part of Destiny 2's lore and such, but heavily inspired by Star Wars. You will be working with a variety of criminal syndicates to take down the Barant Imperium, which are essentially the Empire. It's the Cabal, but they have been redesigned to look more like stormtroopers and such. In terms of the jobs you'll be able to do for these criminal syndicates, you will have the ability to choose the different jobs and your loadouts. You will be able to go bounty hunting, or smuggling, or sabotage different things, and all of this is accessed from the Holomap. You can take part in these missions on your own, matchmake with other random players, or get a crew together to play with your friends. Successfully completing jobs, whether it be the bounty hunting or smuggling and such, will help increase your notoriety. This will help you unlock new gear and high-risk jobs with the different criminal syndicates. Eventually, it will lead you to the end game, which will take you off-world to the dungeon. Also, Invasion is back as well, but it's now opt-in. By completing the dungeon, you will be able to forge your very own Praxis Blade, which is what they are calling lightsabers. So this is going to be pretty cool. As for when Star Wars Destiny 2 Renegades will be in terms of when Renegades will be releasing, we already knew that it would be at the end of the year, but now we have an exact release date. Bungie confirmed that it would be releasing on Tuesday, December 2nd, so there are a few months to go yet. It's right at the end of the year, but you now know when it is coming out, and it costs $40. You can pre-order it right now on your various storefronts, and you'll receive a legendary emblem and an exotic ship, which is the X-Wing instantly. So as you can see, the emblem is Star Wars Rebels inspired, and then we also have the X-Wing, which comes complete with a droid as well. If you want Star Wars themed cosmetics such as Darth Vader, General Grievous, and Kylo Ren, that's all part of the Year of Prophecy Ultimate Edition. As a big Star Wars gaming fan, I'm looking forward to checking this out because, well, it's more Star Wars gaming content and we are in such a dry period. However, the Destiny 2 community are all very, very upset, not with just this, but also a bunch of other decisions Bungie have been making. I don't know what's going on exactly. I'm really not a Destiny player. However, it's important to acknowledge that because, yeah, it's not a good look. It will be interesting to see how this plays out, and when this pack does come out on December 2nd, we'll see what the community thinks of it. Let me know down in the comment section below if you'll be picking this expansion up. I think I will do to cover it in a video. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss any future Star Wars news updates on games. And if you do miss any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on the screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.